Hey everybody, welcome to the Lunar Lowdown with me, Sally Nurney. This is the lowdown for the full moon of April 19th, where we find the sun in the very beginning degrees of the beginning of the Zodiac, Aries. And directly across the way, we have the moon in the first degrees of Libra. When I dropped in to find out what the star beings wanted shared for this full moon, I was immediately drawn to a particular space within my inner realms where I do these meditations. It's a space of great whiteness, filled with light. This place gives the sensations of being in emptiness and fullness simultaneously. This is a step into understanding the constellation of Aries, who is immediately touching the Godhead, touching the void out of which all things come. And as I sat attuning to this luminous emptiness, this illuminated nothing that had everything contained within it, I was drawn down the lane to visit with this huge Buddha statue. I crawled into his lap. I asked him to tell me a story about this full moon. He sat back and showed me in the sky the moon changing from phase to phase so rapidly, and how as soon as the moon becomes full, it begins emptying out again. In a word, impermanence. In another word, change. Receiving this blessing from the Buddha, I crawled out of his lap and I decided to visit the little forest space that I have. And here I could see before me flowers rising up on their thin necks and blooming into the sky. And also, I could perceive the spiritual forces surrounding these flowers that some traditions might call devas or plant spirits that feed the growth of these flowers just as much as the sun and the soil do. Can you see how the constellation of Aries, with its proximity to the top of the tree of life, to the Godhead, to the void out of which all things come, to the pure potential, to the luminous emptiness, doesn't it occur to you that now makes much more sense to make those New Year's resolutions than back in stuffy old winter? Doesn't it make much more sense to make some new attunements when all of nature is conspiring to new beginnings? As we are of nature, we've sort of forgotten that, but as you and I are literally of nature, doesn't it make sense that we align with this and take time to wash away the dross of winter, just as the seeds that lie dormant wait for the spring rains to rinse away the enzymes that stop them from blooming? So too, you and I can make ceremony with water or with intention to rinse away winter that holds us in that sweet contemplative space and allow the natural process of germination to unfold. Our bodies know how to do this. It's merely our culture, way out there, that has tricked us into this round the clock, every season the same illusion. Rinse away and allow that which is in you to bloom now. But unlike New Year's resolutions that center on our own will, this is different. This is surrendering your will to the larger will of the season, the larger will of the seeds that live within you, the larger will of the spiritual forces that surround you and allowing our beauty to unfold. As the world shakes around us and events keep coming, we can bathe in the rejuvenating, life-giving forces of Aries now, just like the whole world of nature is doing. When you falter, look to your houseplants, look to your garden. These beings know exactly what to do. Imitate them. Practice being the newly expanded seed bursting into life. This full moon cycle, essentially, we're seeking the balance between our own will force and the will force of God as we define that. It is both a fresh start, an opportunity to align with that which we value, and also it is an opportunity to widen and strengthen your vessel through which divinity finds its expression through each of us. Just as the zodiac is a circle, a spiral, so too are our lives as we come around again and again to our attunements and start again fresh. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. Hey everybody. As we move into spring, perhaps it's time for you to check in on your own chart. I'd love to sit down and work with the star beings on your behalf. Get in touch with me via my website, email, text, I'm all you. I'd love to spend an hour with you going over what the star beings think you need to know now about you. Let's do some visioning and find out the answers to your burning questions as we enter into spring. We'll look at your natal chart and we'll throw some cards too. I look forward to hearing from you. Bye.